Douglas M. Weeks, EOC. It was in Brooklyn, New York. It was being rebuilt from World War II, recommissioned everything. We recommissioned it in March, I believe. But in the meantime, they sent a lot of us to Norfolk, Virginia to do a lot of schools like gunnery school, and to get us ready to be somewhere near a good sailor, you know. And the veterans, there was more pollywogs, I'll call us, than there was shellbacks on that ship when we first started. And they were awful good to us. I mean, you could just see the days that went by, how everybody was starting to work together. Everybody was buying into this program. So it was really quite interesting now that I look back on it to see it. It was scary. At the present time, it was all like under construction, you know. So, but it was big. Oh, it was big. We're going to get lost. Well, first of all, the shakedown, everything has to be working, or they're finding out what doesn't work, because you're going to return back to dry dock or back to the port, and they're going to fix whatever isn't right. Whatever's not seaworthy, they're not going to go unless it's right. And a plate owner is one who was on it when they commissioned it or when they recommissioned it. And you get a piece of wood and a certificate, and I still have mine. It wasn't very long, not very long at all, 2 or 3 days maybe, at the most, that I remember. Well, I was at that time I was mess cooking. I had to take my turn as mess cook. I was an E2 then. And we had to have food ready, you know, and I'm in awe what to do, you know, what am I supposed to do? And finally we got it going good. And, well, we was probably at it around 4 a.m. And you have to make so many eggs, you have to get so much toast going, and you have to be ahead of the crew. So that worked out good, and then I went back from there. I was assigned to a deck force. But then I went back after mess cooking, I went back and they asked me if I wanted to go to a radar crew, OI division. I said, yeah, me not really knowing too much about either one. I said, yes, I'll go either. And it was a good choice on my part. I went from an E2 to an E5 in the radar crew. Slept in the same rock bunk for 3 years and so many days and months. I got training right on the job, so to speak. And you start out with a crayon and we're right backwards on a wall, on a board, and then you work up and you keep going, and after a while, the next thing you know, you're an ECM petty officer. It was a lot better than a lot of people had it. We knew what time we were supposed to eat, usually, and what time we would go to bed, and what time we had to get up, and our work hours, where we had to work, and what we had to do at work, and just about a normal work week. Well, sometimes if we were at general quarters, you were there for the duration. And if we were doing what they call port and starboard, it was 12 on and 12 off. And then you had to relieve, the off crew had to relieve the crew that was on at midnight so they could get something to eat, and then come back and relieve them, and then they go back to bed. Well, she had 5-inch mounts, 6-inch mounts, and then she had the Terrier missiles on the back. And she was well armed. My job was right in the CIC Combat Information Center. That's where mine was. All radarmen were out there, about all of them.